All right, guys, we're gonna see if the brakes work and if the transmission works at the same time. Alright, doesn't want to start after sitting. We'll give it some juice. Ah, we need a battery. Go grab the battery off the trailer. lot of that extra juice in there for the crankcase and stuff. I put in some injector cleaner, carburetor cleaner, so that's why it's all smoky. I didn't check the gearbox though, that's what I meant to do. Gearbox works. All right, Sayla's here.
Hello.
We're gonna get this thing washed. Drove it out because it does move under its own power. Brakes are a little soft, but it seems like they're gonna come back once you bleed them. They're not leaking anywhere, so that's good. We're gonna give it a old rinse down and a scrub a dub with some old Scotch-Brites, some Simple Green, and a hose. See how much the T-tops leak. But the car's looking relatively nice. And for those wondering what the interior is looking like, well, here you go, brother. Look no further. Spotless dash, pretty clean little setup. Seats are looking really good. Let me go to this +5. You guys can see a little better. Rear seats also clean. Hood still popped, but she cleans up nice. We think it might have had a red coat at some point. There's a lot of red coming through the black, and it's beneath the primer, which is interesting. If she were to get painted, that's what she would look like, is what we've been talking about. Not a bad looking car. Got to keep those ultra wheels though. But you can see here on the deck lid, there's some red showing through. On the bumper, there's some red showing through. So we're not really sure. Also up here, I think that this is some red showing through the primer. And here, I think that's more red showing through the primer where the primer's worn off. It's a mix of rust and red, but you can see the rust versus the red right here. So interesting. It might have been a red car at one point, but she looking mean. What's up, dudes? So I just got done watching the clip that I'm about to upload here, and so I'm going to do this at the end of the clip to talk through a few things. But what I noticed was 5-minute clip in the middle of the vehicle idling. That's me playing with the timing, figuring out how to get it to stop breaking up. So I'm giving it a little throttle, and then I'm moving the timing, and I'm giving a little throttle, and I'm listening to it. I think the timing is overall within range of where it needs to be. I don't have a light right now, but the other thing that I was really trying to figure out is, you know, why is it feeling like it's almost flooded when I go to start it? Like it's full, right? Found out after this video clip that I'm gonna post here that the mechanical pump is leaking into the crankcase. So I checked the oil and it's like 50% gas right now. So we're gonna get that out. We're gonna get the mechanical pump out. Not ideal, but that's just where we're at. I'm also gonna today, right now, as I post this, I'm walking into the garage after this to figure out can I actually get the freeze plugs where the motor mounts are done without yanking the whole motor, and is the freeze plug that's on the back of the block in the bell housing still where it's supposed to be? Gonna kind of try to do that today. Gonna see if I can finesse out the mechanical pump and these freeze plugs without yanking the whole motor. because I'd love to get this car spinning the block before I spend a lot of time refreshing everything. That's just how I feel. It might be backwards for me to try to do this. Might create some more problems for myself trying to do this, but that's kind of where I'm at. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try to see what we can do today. Gonna drain the fluids out of it today, so get the oil out, get all that gas out of it. Refill it with some fresh VR1, and then kind of go from there. See if we're able to address these freeze plugs. If we are, when. Then we can get in there and fill it with water and really run it longer to get it, up to speed. But still got to address the fan, that's hot wired, and still have to work through a lot of different details in order to get this thing running the way we want to. The tires are 15 years old. So yeah, nice car, clean car. You guys saw how good it looks when it's washed. It's pretty crispy, honestly. Body lines are straight. Car looks good. Hood wiped off really nice with the Scotch-Brite. Going to do 1 or 2 more scrub downs on that. Maybe use some CLR to see how much of that we can get off and how it feels like glass already, but see how slick we can really get it. And then I kind of want to get the car clear coated. A lot of people are saying get it painted. I know the value is going to be significantly better to the right person if it's painted, but I'd love for you guys to weigh in. You want a 350 Survivor car that everything's rather untouched. You want me to get in there and do the vice grip rebuild on the 350, clean up the engine bay, get the car painted, and try to pull $13,000 out of it, $15,000 out of it. I mean, can get it clean as it sits, and it could be $6,500 car. And so that's kind of where I'm at. If I get it painted and get it super cleaned up, though, the price is going to go up, and I'm not going to cut corners. We're going to do the steering wheel. We're going to get the little things upgraded here and there. We're going to do some of the different fabrics and stuff to get those touched up. So if the car is getting painted, it's going to get a significant work over. It might even get a better power plant, better transmission, etc., etc. But if we're building a Survivor car, then we're saving the patina. We're saving the 350. We're saving the 4-speed the way it is. We're leaving the interior with the Survivor-esque, look. And we're upgrading that steering wheel that's kind of ripped, and then we're calling it a day. You guys weigh in. Let me know how you feel. I appreciate you watching the video, but really I'm curious as to what you guys would want to buy. Would you want to buy a car that has a Survivor look, sounds good and reliable, you hop in it and go? EFI kit? Or swap it to a completely fuel-injected motor, do something like a 4.8 or a 5.3, put a 4L80E in it. If we're going to do that, you guys know cost goes up, things go up, wiring harness, all that shit has to be changed out, motor mounts, exhaust, on and on and on and on and on. So the car could be a great value. The car could be a great value. It really just depends on what level we're putting it at. And I want your guys' feedback. I'm doing this because I want to know what people want. I want to know what looks good, and I want to know what you guys want me to do. So thanks for watching my video, and stay tuned to what we have going on. Quick reminder, it's just money. Build your cars, do your stuff, help the boys. And if you see something for a good deal on Marketplace, go buy it and worry about it later. Peace.